The bank barn shares many of the same techniques for the train station and the family farm. Diagram for the lower frame, just as in the other frames, squaring them up, tack welding the interior pieces. The diagram for the upper frame. For the upper frame, again, squaring everything up. The key here is to make sure that everything is square and in line. For the upper frame, using louvered copper shutters. Making sure that each of the louvered frames are on the same level when they are placed in the 3 upper frame sections. The 4 doors for the bank barn. This is a good example of adding interest. Gives a very rich visual image. The inside dimension here is just a bit over 6 inches, which means that I'll make the doors so that they're both 3 inches wide. Using the corner clamp to square up 2 of the 4 pieces for the door frame. Knowing that these are now square, gas welding using a 1/16 inch RG45 filler rod. Once the door is finished, turning it over, placing in a sheet of copper, and then locking it in with 2 pieces of strip steel. For the shingled roof, use the same techniques as in the train station, so that you end up with a roof that looks like this. An option is to make a roof cap using this 30-inch brake from Harbor Freight. Tack welding on the sides to the lower and upper frames. A close-up of the welded slot for the back. Setting up to attach the lower frame to the upper frame. Using small welding magnets to maintain alignment. For the front fences, something just a little different, and yet still very much like the front fences for the family farm. The finished front fences. Since this is a winter scene, I'm using the gold trees, the winter gold trees from the Trees video. Continuing this winter scene is this sleigh. It's primarily built out of mild steel. Something new is this child sled, and then of course the mailbox from the Small Sculptures That Sell video. Attaching the left front fence, and as always, one of the finishing steps is wire brushing, removing any residue. The finished barn. And the next step is a clear coat of clear acrylic, and then the highlighting touches with craft paint and rub and buff.